Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another movie review. Today we are talking about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. It is the fifth Indiana Jones. It is the last Indiana Jones, according to Harrison Ford, that he will be in anyway. And it also came out last year and completely bombed the box office because this movie cost like $300 million. Why they decided to spend $300 million on an Indiana Jones movie is beyond me. But that's what they did, and it bombed big time. So, I remember seeing this. This is the second time I've watched this movie. The first time I saw this was in IMAX, when it came out May of last year, I want to say. And I remember when the movie ended, I went, this movie is fine, but I got some big issues with it. It's not as bad as Kingdom of Crystal Skull, but at the same time, it's not that much better. And watching it this time around at home, I'm still feeling the same way. I got Chester's going crazy because he sees lights. Yeah, see? So yeah, I have a lot of big issues with this movie. First and foremost, the beginning. I admire them trying to de-age Harrison Ford and, you know, show us the past, essentially. And there are a lot of shots that actually look pretty good. And then there's some other shots. Chester. Where'd he go? I can't even see him now. He's all over the place. He's literally jumping into the wall trying to get light. Chester. Chester. Good grief. Never have kids. Chester. Enough. Chester. Enough. So yeah, I admire them trying to do it. Some of it looks really good. There are other moments of the movie that just kind of look like video game. There's a particular shot where like Indy's running on top of the train and it just looks so bad. And it sucks considering that the first three movies had all these practical effects. There was a lot of practical stunt work, especially on Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff like that. They did a lot of like miniatures and stuff like that. And it sucks that we decided to rely on CGI for this one and not do, go back to what the old-fashioned way was, especially with the other movies being what they were. So yeah, that was, as much as I thought the beginning was fun, I just don't think it fully worked. Also, what's his name? The bad guy's name, I can't remember, and I can't remember the actor now for some reason. Does it say on here? I don't know. I'm not gonna look. What's his name? No, it's gonna bug me if I don't. I have to find out what his name is, because he's a great actor. Mads Mikkelsen. That's what it was. See? I'm glad I did that. It was gonna bug me if I didn't. So yeah. Mads Mikkelsen in the beginning, when he is completely wiped out by that, like, pipe crane thing, yeah, that man should be dead. And if not dead, he should at least be scarred or something, and he's not. He's just there. Also, Harrison Ford is young Harrison Ford. Mads Mikkelsen is, he looks a little older, but it's all these years later, and he looks the same. I don't understand that, I guess. And so, yeah, that bugged me a little bit. We also have old man Indy who is just sad and depressed and an alcoholic. And it doesn't work for me. That's not who Indiana Jones is. And I get it. We're going for character development and all that. Time has passed and he's old. And that's what happens when you get old, I guess. But it just doesn't work. It really doesn't, not for me anyway. I just don't like how this Indiana Jones is. And Phoebe Waller-Bridge being brought in, I like her. I think she gives a great performance. I don't like her character. Her character's just terrible. She's a terrible person. And I did not like her character. I could not get invested with her character. Teddy, who is the new Short Round, not a fan. Honestly, it would have been really cool if you could have gotten Kiki Kwan to come back. I know this technically was filmed before Everything Everywhere All at Once, so it was before he even started reacting again, so that is unfortunate, but I think that would have been a lot more fun if you could have gotten him back. I think that would have just been amazing. And then just as far as the adventure we go on, it's fine. There's the horse chase in which you have a stuntman on a horse and you're painting Harrison Ford's face onto that stuntman. It shows in a lot of scenes. Just everything feels like special effects, and I just don't like that about this movie, especially with Indiana Jones. We also got, towards the end you get towards the middle, it's the sequence on those bike thingies in whatever city they're in. I can't even remember now. Oh, excuse me. It's fun enough. I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. Again, everything just feels very special effectsy though. And then the scuba sequence where they're underwater, that's pretty cool. And then the last big sequence really is them going into the cave tomb thingy blinger to get the dial. I would say that's the best part towards the end. But yeah, that's really about it with this movie. And this movie's almost 2 hours. What is it? 2 hours 37 minutes. 2 hours 37 minutes. It's too long. There's no reason for this movie to be almost 3 hours. I get it. It's the end of Indy's story, but I also, Mutt is just see ya Mutt. And then Marion is pretty see ya Marion up until the end, which is, it doesn't work for me with that either. Excuse me. Yeah, I just, this movie is just very, this kid knows how to just fly airplane after doing like a video game kind of thing. Not even a video game, it's just, he's kind of told how to do it. Yeah, okay. We've seen magic in Indiana Jones, so it doesn't necessarily bug me that the Dial of Destiny exists and time travel. What does bug me is that we go back to when we do and everything looks like a Sunday morning cartoon. It just looks all staged and weird and awkward. And another thing that does bug me is the fact that Indiana Jones wants to stay. I mean, I kind of get it, I guess. This is people he admires, but still, you want to stay? I just don't feel that's something Indiana Jones... excuse me, would do. I didn't buy that for a second. And then he just gets punched in the face by his goddaughter, and then I got very frustrated by this movie. I just don't see myself rewatching this. There's 3 Indiana Jones movies. It is Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade. For me, that is the movies. I didn't love this movie. The story's, it's fine. The acting's good. It's just, I don't like where the characters are taken. I don't like where the characters are doing. Yeah, I think I liked this movie worse the second time around. I think the pacing is just off. The story is not as investing as it should be, as an Indiana Jones movie should be. It's just not there. And that's really sad to me. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's still not a bad movie. but I can't give it the same grade I did before. I gotta go down on this one. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's fine. I just don't love this movie, and I wanted it to be so much more. And I really hope this is the last one, because we don't need any more of this. This is just not so great. So, you guys, that is my review of Indiana Jones, The Dial of Destiny. So, yeah, comment below. Tell me what you think about this movie. And, yeah, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and we will see you soon.